Hey guys, I'm Tabitha Lipkin, and if you didn't know, I'm trying to get my YouTube channel started, so this is going to be my first adventure video, and for this video, we're actually going to be in Tamarindo, Costa Rica. So let's talk about Tamarindo for a second, because I'm about to go enjoy my coffee on the beach. This town is a really interesting place because it truly just caters to tourism. This is a place that people who are visiting, especially Americans who are visiting Costa Rica, can come and learn to surf. Otherwise, I just learned yesterday that this town likely wouldn't exist. It was like a small kind of fishing village in which people would come from Santa Cruz, and this is where they might vacation. But otherwise, yeah, and also don't pick at your face, otherwise you're gonna look like me. I know you guys have noticed it, but I can't get rid of it, and I don't feel like putting on makeup, so this is what we're dealing with. So let's go enjoy coffee on the beach. So my mission was actually to try and find a place that had the best waffles in all of Costa Rica, or at least that's what I heard. I hate talking with my mouth full, but oh my gosh, this is incredible. It's still crispy. It has syrup on it, it has coconut, it has bananas. It's a little fatty, but you know what? Worth it, absolutely worth it. Then it was time to go on a drive. I had heard about a secret beach, and I'd also heard it wasn't the easiest place to get to. I was warned the road's gonna be a little shady, and it is. So I'm in a little bit of a pickle as I have not one, but two giant mud puddles that I would need to drive through in order to get to where I'm going, which is about half a kilometer from here. So I'm trying to decide if I should stop, or I don't have service. So if I get stuck here, I am absolutely screwed. So, I don't know what to do. I gotta think about this. Okay, I did the first one, and I kind of did a test, and I shoved some stuff into it, and now I'm really, really freaking out because I've got to either leave my car here and walk the rest of the way, which isn't a terrible idea, except that it's not that big of a road and it would block other cars, or I just go for it. And potentially I'm stuck here because while yes, I can record this, I have no reception here. So I would have to wait until someone came this way, or I'd have to walk to a neighbor and try and get help. I really don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, road would be so bad at me if I got my car stuck. And the wheel, I think it's deep enough. I mean, it feels fine on the side. It was deep, but there was one little area, a little deep. So I think I just have to do it. Oh, I was scared. I didn't think I was gonna get to do it. I didn't think it was gonna happen, but I stayed to the side. There's one little spot, but we made it through, so now all I have to worry about is getting back. So I have to take the same route on the way back. Okay, this is well worth it considering I am the only person on this beach. There's a boat that's anchored out over there, but there is no one actually on the beach here at all. Wow, this is perfect. Oh. Okay, when is the last time you had a beach all to yourself? I don't think I've ever experienced this in my entire life. This was such a good recommendation from my friend. Oh, and it was worth going through that crazy, crazy mud puddle. I'm still in awe of how empty the beach was and how empty it remained for a couple of hours. It probably took another 2 hours before I ended up seeing another person on the beach altogether. I saw a little ray, but I didn't grab my camera in time. It was so cute. Hopefully I'll see another one. I actually ended up finding that ray and playing with that ray for a couple of hours because he just kept coming back. He was all over the shore. All right, right now I am on a hike because there's a little sliver of land that connects to another secret beach. And you won't believe what I found when I finally got there too. It was another completely empty beach. So I can't believe this, but I found a second completely empty and secluded beach next to this, which you apparently can just walk to at low tide, and since we're at low tide, that's why I hiked over here. After spending the afternoon there, it was time for me to head back because I had so much more of Tamarindo I still wanted to explore, and because I wanted to see if my car would get through those mud puddles again. Here I am exploring some of the local cuisine. It was really quite nice actually to be on this solo vacation. I got some ceviche because it's actually something you don't get a lot of in San Jose. It's better to always get it at the coast where it can be locally caught and it's much more fresh. There's something I also want to draw your attention to. If you do go to Tamarindo and you see these horses on the beach, don't book a ride on them. Those horses are not well taken care of, and that's from my friend Mossy, who I trust. All right, so I have a bit of a sweet tooth, so I've come to the place that has the very best pineapple pie. You can see it right here behind me. You'll notice it because of the colorful chairs that are on the beach. It's called Kata, C-A-T-A. I also learned that I'm wrong. It is not Kata, it's Noguis is the name of the restaurant, but it says Kata on there, which actually means that there's a bar upstairs and you can do like tastings. But the pineapple pie, I know it may not look like much, but just trust me when I say it's the best dessert I have ever had. And when I go back to Tamarindo, it's the first thing I'm gonna get. So check this out. I guess I'm gonna film this way. Look how massive these are. These are almost, you can get 2 pints essentially when you order. The name of the brewery is called Volcano Brewing, and it's fantastic. It's really nice to find craft beer in Costa Rica because usually all you see is Imperial or Pilsen. Also, there's mariachis walking around, and they work for tips, so of course I wanted to give them some money because it was really hot and they're wearing those really big uniforms. Yes, mariachi orchestras are something that you typically see in Mexico, but they found their way to Costa Rica. Then I was off to see my friend Stephanie, who lives in the same province, Guanacaste, but lives in a different area of it. And so we went to this really nice marina where we had some cocktails and some wine, and the game was on, which was really exciting. And then we went to her restaurant, which I'm going to show you. So I am at Gracia La Vie, and this is Stephanie. And Stephanie, you and I worked at the same place, although we barely missed each other like shift passing.
Yes.
And so now we're at her awesome restaurant.
Yay.
And look, we have a bar all to ourselves, and you guys have wood-fired pizza back there.
We do. We have wood-fired pizzas. We have organic salads, house-made pastas, cheese boards, wine flights. I love wine flights, so yes.
And fun fact, on our honeymoon, Rug and I came to her other restaurant, Gracia, at Marvista?
Gracia Marvista.
Marvista, yes. And we had a chef's tasting because we were special, and it was top tier, like the best. And then the next day, I went to a place for breakfast called Breaking Bread that Carl there told me has the very best banana bread in all of Tamarindo, and it did not disappoint. They had one with chocolate chips, and it was messy, but it was tasty. Carl wanted to check out the secret beaches, and if you made it this far into my video, I will tell you the name of the secret beach connected to the second secret beach, and it's Playa Minas. If you put Playa Minas into your Waze, you will be able to find it there, and then you can climb over to the second beach. The second beach's name is Playa Nombre de Jesus, or Jesus, if you wanted to navigate there directly. Then Carl and I decided to go back and have some pineapple pie, but they were having happy hour, so it was 2 for 1 pina coladas, and I only wanted 1, but they brought me 2. And we decided to soak up the sunset before we rounded out the day doing something that I hadn't heard of, but it's called the night market in Tamarindo, and it only happens on Thursdays, so you should definitely check it out. All right, now, you might see this group behind me. We are on an adventure to the night market, and I even had to change. I was wearing shorts, and Masi came up to me and he was like, you look good, but go change. So now I've put on a little bit of makeup, not much, and we're going to the market. I looked at the wrong part. I gotta look there. I'm gonna look at you guys, not there. Pick an eye, babe. So the rain at least waited until I was ready to leave Tamarindo, but it started pouring. I got these really cool cutting boards, and that is a wrap on my trip to Tamarindo and the surrounding areas. Thanks for tuning into my first YouTube video of sorts, where I kind of do the documentation of my adventures of my life and living in Costa Rica. Subscribe for more. Thanks for watching my adventure to Tamarindo.